Hello everybody. Oh my god. What's up everybody? Today we're gonna implement subscription in our Netflix clone, and we're gonna do that with RevenueCat. So welcome to this live stream. And what our subscription is a way to monetize your application, and in this specific case we are gonna make possible to allow only pro members, the ones that are paying a monthly subscription to our application, to access the movies, to be able to watch them. And that's basically like how Netflix works. So that's what we're gonna do today. So first of all, we'll have to build our application. We're gonna build it for Android only, just to save time, because building takes a lot of time. Then we're gonna have to deploy our application to the market, and I know that a lot of people were asking for this. The deployment probably will not be a tutorial, but you're gonna see like what you need to do in order to have your application on market. And we need this step because implementing in-app purchases and subscription require that the application is on the market. After these two steps, we're gonna implement everything that comes to in-app subscription. We're gonna install RevenueCat. We're gonna set up all the products on the market and on RevenueCat application dashboard. Then we're gonna set it up in our application, check the subscription status of a user, and based on that allow him to watch movies or not. And then he'll be able to purchase these packages that we're gonna set up, and so on. Thanks to RevenueCat for sponsoring this video. You can get a free RevenueCat account following this link. RevenueCat, you'll see in this video more about RevenueCat, but it makes it really easy to integrate in-app subscription, and specifically when it's available for multiple platforms, even for native iOS, for native Android. But for React Native, I think it makes a lot of sense because we are building at the same time for both iOS and Android. And without RevenueCat, we would have to manage this subscription separately on iOS and separately on Play Market. And in that case, our code will be a lot of code. It's not maintainable. It's hard to keep up with this. However, RevenueCat gives us a single source of truth. So we integrate with RevenueCat. RevenueCat then manages the subscription both on iOS and on Play Market, and this way it simplifies a lot of steps. You're gonna see more about it in today's video because we are gonna integrate it with it. I've also integrated RevenueCat in my startup application, so we just finished it, and it was really a great experience. Like, it was easy, and in a couple of weeks we finished the monetization of our application. And if you're new here, hello, welcome to my channel. My name is Vadim. I'm a full stack developer for over 7 years, and at the moment I'm working at a small startup in the sports industry. It's called Fitinium. You can check it out if you're going to the gym. I also worked as a software developer engineer at Amazon. And currently I'm sharing all my journey and all my knowledge with you here on YouTube. And if you enjoy what I'm building, please consider subscribing to my channel, because these builds take a lot of my time to prepare, and that time I could invest in the startup probably, but I'm choosing to do it here. All right, so let's go to the next step. What will you need in order to follow up with this tutorial? You're gonna need a React Native and Expo environment setup. You're gonna need an AWS account and AWS CLI setup because the backend of our application is on AWS. More on that a bit later. You're gonna need a RevenueCat account. You can sign up following that link. And you're gonna need the dummy data. images, icons, PDF presentation. Yeah, in this specific tutorial, the only thing that is updated in the assets is the PDF presentation. So if you need this PDF presentation with all the links to easily follow up with them, follow this link and download this presentation. So this is our third video in the Netflix series. We have on our channel built, in the first part we have built the UI of Netflix. In the second part we have integrated it with Amplify backend, and we integrated authentication, then the GraphQL database. Now all the data in our Netflix application is coming from our Amplify backend. Then yeah, we'll also set up storage, so all the videos, all the images are stored in an S3 bucket. If you just came to this video, I encourage you to follow along the first and the second part. However, if you're interested in only the in-app subscription, then you can clone the repository, not the UI branch, but the backend branch by following this URL, Netflix clone on my profile, and then choose the backend branch. So that's where we're gonna start. Then install all the dependencies, and next step would be to initialize the Amplify project by running Amplify init, and then pushing it to the cloud by running Amplify push. But before that, you would have to have the AWS CLI set up. All right, after that, you can run the project, and that's where we can get started. Let's have a little demo of the project. What do we have at the moment? Our application is here. So yeah, this is our homepage. Let me put it here. Yeah, this is our homepage of our application. It will display movies. It will display categories in a vertically scrollable list. So if there will be more categories, you'd be able to scroll down and so on. Yeah, with our dummy data we had that, but in our backend database we don't have a lot of categories. And the same thing as movies in one category. They are horizontally scrollable, so if you have like 10 movies, you'd be able to scroll through them. Yeah, then we have the movie page, and let's try this one, because we added data only about one movie. And it's not this one. Yeah, my emulator is kind of slow today. Maybe the Irishman. And do we have here any seasons, episodes? Let's wait until it fetches. No, we don't have anything here. I think it's this one. Let's try. Yeah, we have here. Yeah, on this page, we're displaying a video player. It's gonna load in a moment. Yeah, it's there. We display all the information about the movie. Yeah, all the description, cast, creator, and so on. Then we have a season selector. So if there are multiple seasons, we can choose what season we are currently watching. So let's go to the season 1. And here down below we display a list of all the episodes, and these episodes are stored in S3, the videos, so we can play it here. Yeah, my emulator is quite slow, but I think for you it should work pretty smoothly, or on an actual device. So if I go to the season 2, I think there we have more episodes. Yeah, we can try to select another one, and it's gonna be updated in our player. I stumbled upon the same one. This one? Yeah, nonetheless, yeah. That's our application. That's what we have at the moment. It's built using Expo. Let me try to scale it up so you will be able to see it. Okay, here. Okay, the introduction is done. Hello guys, how are you doing there? Where are you joining today from? The same place, the same city? Okay, coffee in. Let's get started. So, the first step in today's video will be to eject from Expo. And that's because in-app purchases are not supported by Expo. So if we want to continue, we would have to eject to a bare workflow. And while doing so, we get we are able to integrate a lot of native code that and one of them is in-app purchases. Let's open our project, and it's here. I'm gonna close everything, and let's open the terminal. I'm gonna stop the server, not to mess up anything here. And now we can run Expo eject. What would you like to your Android package name to be? Let's say add a package name that represents you, for example, your name or your company name. So I'm gonna go with notjust, and then the project name will be Netflix clone. Netflix clone, and the same bundle identifier for our iOS. And now we'll have to wait a bit until Expo ejects and sets up and creates the iOS folder and the Android folder that we will need for setting up extra native configuration and native libraries. Regarding the Uber clone, I was quite busy these weeks and I didn't have time to do a video about that demo of a Uber clone. However, I'm preparing right now the notjust development platform, and for that I will need these demos, and I will definitely do it, but I cannot promise that I'm gonna do it this week. So yeah, I'm a bit busy these days with work and university and YouTube and everything. So yeah, this is the first time when we have to actually eject from an Expo and a lot of people were asking like, okay, like there are a lot of limitations on Expo. I don't know if you need something. And yeah, here is the solution. It's as simple as running like Expo eject when you need it and when you face these limitations, because most of applications that I've been working on didn't need any native code, and they were perfectly fine for Expo. However, yeah, if you need, for example, in-app purchases that we're gonna need today, we can eject at any time. Yeah, this today's video will be a lot of building, a lot of waiting. So if you have any questions, let me know and let's discuss them. Let's go, let's go. Did you guys follow along the previous videos? Have you tried implementing it yourself? I'm really curious. Thought saying is saying, let me tell you that you already have an impact in this world. You are my mentor. Thank you very much. That's really sweet, and I'm really happy to be able to help you in this way. Do we need to learn hardcore concepts of TypeScript? Yeah, interesting question. It depends. It depends on at what level are you, because yeah, if you're still learning, I don't know, like for example JavaScript or React Native, then TypeScript is not mandatory, and you can accomplish everything with JavaScript as well. But if you have mastered JavaScript and React Native, yeah, I'd recommend you to start getting used to TypeScript, because it's gonna help you a lot in future. So let's run. Okay, our Expo has ejected, and now we have an additional Android folder for all the native configuration of Android, and one for iOS here. Sorry. So let's run the server here, yarn start, and then we're gonna try to build it and run on device, and to make sure that it actually works. Okay, let's close everything from here, and let's do yarn Android, and we can close the window for that. Can you include Redux in some projects? Yeah, a lot of people are asking about Redux. Oh no, why you're opening another emulator? No, I don't want that. This one is slow. Yeah, regarding Redux, yeah, I think that I will use it in some projects. Yeah, again, I cannot promise that it's gonna be the next project. But what I can say is that the next project we're gonna build with Node.js and Express. So that's exciting. That's something new. Please, please, Android emulator. I need it on this emulator. Can you make a video for iOS certificate configuration in React Native? Oh my God, this like configuring certifications on iOS, it's something specific. Like yeah, I remember when the first time I was setting it up for my startup, I spent so much time, and there is no like good guide from A to B, like what you have to do, like so many certificates, so many keys, so many projects to create there. Like yeah, I can understand your frustration. Should I stop the build process? Yeah, it's hard, like deploying to iOS. I don't think it's hard. It's confusing. It's very confusing, and like a lot of steps like you do, but like you just do them because you read somewhere like, oh, go there, create this certificate, then download it, then put it there, and you're like, come on, like what's happening? But however, like after you set it up, then everything runs so smoothly, and after that, I think it's much easier to deploy updates to iOS than to do it on Android. And you can do everything from Xcode. Just you build it, you make a push a button, like deploy it, like ship it to App Store, and that's it. So after you configure it, I think everything is all right. And with time, everything starts to make sense. And we're doing this for security reasons. Make a YouTube video, React Native, Firebase, TMS, API, CRUD. All right. That's a challenge. Not sure. I'm not sure if I'm gonna do Firebase soon, but maybe I will do. I'm looking forward to our Express and Node.js API build. I'm still thinking like what application we should do there. What application should we build? Hey, Manolis, thank you very much for the kind donation. That's really nice. Good job. You've inspired me on starting to develop with React Native. Keep on. Good job. Thank you very much. I'm really happy that I helped you get started with React Native. And how is your experience so far? What have you built? For people that are joining, we're not just wasting time. We are waiting for the application to build so we can test it on our device. So meanwhile, we can have some chat. Let me know in the... Oh, Express and Node.js would be great. Yeah, I'm looking forward to that. And most probably I'm gonna build a GraphQL API on Node.js. Make small shop with cart checkout. Yep. That is also coming. I'm not sure if that's gonna be the next build. I'm gonna build e-commerce. So it's in my to-do list, e-commerce. E-commerce and Node.js and Express has been the most requested builds so far. Fiverr can be a good challenge. Fiverr is such a, let's say, horizontal application. It's huge, but it's horizontal. Like it has a lot of features that are very important to the platform. So I think if I would start building Fiverr, I would need like, I don't know, 10 episodes to build like the most important parts of Fiverr. Because when you think about like, I don't know, Instagram, the most important feature of Instagram is the feed and uploading photos and videos to the feed. Twitter the same. But on Fiverr is like, it's multi-vendor, like a lot of users, a lot of service providers, projects, gigs, van, chat, and so on. Like, it's a lot there. But maybe we can think of a smaller scope for it. And what is a CMS solution for native? CMS solution for native? You mean a content management system in React Native or for a React Native application? Because if we're speaking about for a React Native application, I don't know, let's say CMS for this Netflix clone where a manager would be able to manage the movies, then like any solution can work because it's external to React Native. So you just connect other solution, I don't know, like Strapi and so on, with the backend of your application, and you manage the content there. Hopefully that's what you asked. I'm building a touristic guide of my island. On which island are you? Man, I'm looking forward to it. To Node.js and Express. Make a video of full e-commerce. Yes, yes, yes. We're gonna do that. Do you have a video about how you learned programming? I don't have a video about how I learned programming. I mean, I have a video, with the best way and the fastest way to learn like any technologies, like any languages, programming, and so on. And the things that I talk there is actually how I learned programming. So go check it out on my channel. Come on, why it's already 8 minutes the building. Yeah, it's not nice to discuss, but we gotta work. Why? Come on, device. Android, please. Go through environment setup steps. You done so far, please? Didn't get it? Please tell us your story. We want to know more. Yeah, what exactly about how I learned programming? Yeah. If you're asking about how I learned programming, I think I started around 7 or 8 years ago when I started my high school, and we had like programming there, and we started learning C++. And I don't know, from the first lesson, I really enjoyed it, and everything made sense. So yeah, I spent a lot of time in the beginning doing things on my own. Like, I don't know, if they were teaching us if statements, I was already learning like for loops and so on, because it was interesting for me to try to learn more. And yeah, soon I started participating in contests, like local in my country. And yeah, the first contest I had 0 points because I knew the basics of programming, but I didn't reach the point where to learn how to read information from a file. So everything in the contests is like, the first step is you have to read the data from a file. So I solved a couple of problems there, but I didn't know how to read from files, so that's why I had 0 points. Oh, the build is successful. So remind me to continue the story. That's the first part. Come on. I'm from Leros, Greece. Awesome. I'm also from an island. I mean, I'm also staying right now on an island. I'm using Linux for React Native and works smoothly. Yeah, I also was working on Linux with React Native for a long time, and it was working pretty well. Why don't you create your own streaming platform? Ooh, what's wrong with the other streaming platforms? Do you have a video when the app gets the live location of the user? Yeah, we are doing that in Uber clone. Yeah, while we are waiting the application to build, let's see what's our next step. And the next step is to clean up a bit some of the permissions, because by default a lot of permissions are added to our application, and when we are requesting a lot of permission, we need to have good reasons for that. So I'd rather go to Android app, source main Android manifest, and here the ones that I need to delete is everything about location, because we don't need the location of a user in this application. So let's search for location and delete this one, and background location. We don't need camera, we don't need record audio. It's like this. We don't need to read contacts, write contacts, calendar, no. Write settings, no. What else don't we read? Phone state, no. No fingerprint, no biometric. Yeah, what else was there? Contacts, camera. Yeah, I think that's it. I mean, these are the most sensitive permissions, and if you enable them, you need to take some steps when you deploy the application, just to say like, why do you need the location, to describe, and why do you need the camera, and so on. Yeah, the application is still loading, so our next step would be to build and publish Android. But before building and publishing, we would have to sign our application. And here on React Native website, there is more information about that. Let me open it here. You can follow the guide here. Where? Yeah, publishing to Google Play Store. And the first step is to generate an upload key. So we can do that. I hope that you can see. I can zoom in a bit, right? Come on, zoom. Everything is slow today. Zoom. Oh, like this. All right, so yeah, the first thing is to generate an upload key, and we do that using the key tool utility program that you can find that comes with Java when you install Android Studio. So on Windows, the key tool must be run somewhere in the program files Java JDK bin. On iOS, you can find it using the following command. However, I have it already in my, I have it set up in my, how is it called? I don't remember how is it called. So I have it globally. So I can go to Android folder and then to the application, Android, then app. And from here, I can access it like this, key tool. So let's paste the command that will generate our key. And here it will ask us for a password. Yeah, the most secure password. Remember the password, you'll need it. Yeah, for the last name, yeah, I'm gonna. Yes. You can fill in that, you should fill in the data regarding like your information. All right. So this command generated in our application folder. It generated myuploadkey.keystore. we'll need this to set up the signing using this key. So the next step would be to to set up the Gradle variables, and we can let's copy the variables from here, and let's go to our Android, and inside Android there is where is it? The Gradle properties. So in the Android folder, not in the application, but here, Android Gradle properties. So let's scroll down and add in our variables. My upload key, that's the name of the file, so we will leave it like this. If you didn't change it, so if you change it, then check out what's the name of this file and then update it here. So I'm gonna add the password here. There is also a way to set up the passwords if you're on the Mac OS, to set them up in the keychain, so in order not to write them here. So let's save this file, and then we're gonna open up Android app, and here build.gradle. But don't open it from Android build.gradle, but Android app build.gradle. That's important. And here, oh, our application has loaded, but let's continue with this one. So here we will need to set up the release keys, the signing key for our release build. Let's scroll down to Android. Then we have signing configs, and currently we have only for debug. We're using a debug key store, and let's add here the we have to also copy the release. So release, we first of all check if we have a upload store key file, and this is a variable that we set up here. And then we specify the file, we specify the password, and these variables will come from the Gradle properties. After that, we also need to for release here, for the build types, let's scroll a bit, and here is the build types. For release, we need to say signing config, not debug, but release. Let's update that. Let's save. And the next step is just to build it. Let's build it and wait 5 more minutes. Let's hope it's gonna be only 5. Let's go in our Android folder. We are in Android folder. If I do pfd, you see here, and here we can do Gradle bundle release, and this will bundle our application for release mode using the signing that we have set up, everything here. And this will be ready to be uploaded to Play Store Market. And let's have a look at if our application still works after we eject it from Expo. Here is our sign-in page. Let's sign in with our account that we created. Did I insert the right password? Because it's the most secure password. But it's just, the emulator is slow, I mean. Let's try to refresh. Come on. Or Video call application, can it be your next project? Probably not the next project, because next project I promised all the Node.js project. Maybe sometime in future. Good evening, Vadim from Kathmandu, Nepal. Hello. I have a friend there. Please make Tinder clone. That would be an interesting project. A Tinder for developers. Nothing is wrong, but streaming industry is growing. Plus, a lot of things can be improved in Twitch. Yeah, but competing with such players, it's kind of difficult. Not gonna lie. So yeah, Twitch might be bad, but you would have to come up with a project that is 10 times better than Twitch, in order for the current fans of Twitch to decide to move to a new platform. Because in Twitch, in the streaming industry, everything ties to the content creators. So the content creators are, I don't know, the 0.1% of the users in a streaming platform. But this content creator, all of the other peoples are on the platform where the content creators are streaming. So for example, all Ninja's fan were on Twitch when he was streaming on Twitch, and then they moved to the other platform when he moved. So you would have to compete with this. It's not an easy industry. My team and I are currently working on a streaming platform. That's nice. What is your specific niche? Like, I don't know, streaming for gaming, streaming for programming, or something else? Because I think that's the only way to actually compete with these big players, to start in a very small and very specific niche, where you can add extra value for that specific people that they cannot find on this general Twitch or other players, other streaming platforms. What is the point? There are already so many. That's not an issue that there are so many. If there are so many, that means that there is a lot of demand and there is a lot of money to be made there. It's the other point that it's quite difficult to compete with these big players. You gotta be smart about that. I know, but there are still a lot of improvement. Look on dating apps. That market is so crowded, but people still building dating apps with good promotion. They can go to the top. Yeah, that's true, but it's, in my opinion, it's better and easier to succeed in less sexy markets, things that are not that crowded. Because come on, like, if building a new dating app probably will not be the next Facebook, or will not be the next big thing that everyone is talking about. That's just my opinion. You can generate with Android Studio. The key, yeah, probably you can generate with Android Studio as well. Why you are stuck on this tab? Should I wait or should I restart? It's 5%. Come on. I knew that this live stream will be a lot of waiting, but please. the streaming industry is growing and I want a slice of it. Yeah, that's an interesting position. Thank you, Luis. Dun-dun-dun-dun. Actually, I've been thinking recently. I've been considering this idea to move the streaming to Twitch. So to stream on Twitch and then download the video, edit it out, and upload it on YouTube edited. Just because the video will be much more condensed on YouTube, because I will be able to cut out the parts. For example, this, I don't know, 10 minutes build that we are waiting right now in a live stream, I'd be able to cut it out. And yeah, the video will be much smaller and to the point. But I'm still considering, because that would imply much more work, like editing a 3 hours video or 4 hours video would probably take me a lot of time. So what do you think, guys? Would you like edited video, more condensed, or do you like this this approach where you see everything like from start to the end and you go with me even when I have issues and I have to Google, and even when the build takes 10 minutes? I'm interested in your opinion. My target is gaming industry. It's for streaming, so I'll start there and work my way up. To be honest, I would suggest you anything else than gaming industry, just because Twitch is all about gaming industry. So this this niche is dominated by Twitch. I'd suggest anything else, like, I don't know, streaming for coders, for programmers, because there are a lot of people streaming on YouTube, on Twitch, but maybe you can make something better where you would incorporate extra features in the streaming platform that are related specifically to coding. I don't know, like, there might be a lot of ideas in that industry. And you would have the advantage because there are not a lot of sharks in this industry. I'd suggest you read the book Blue Ocean, and you'd find out how to avoid the red oceans. And the red oceans are industries where there are a lot of competitors, and in this case that's streaming, and specifically streaming for gaming. There are a lot of big players, and to dominate that industry you'd need a lot of money or a product that is 10 times better than the leader there. So unless you do that, it's going to be hard to compete. But there are other ways. There are ways like to create your own market and to dominate that market. And yeah, in a blue ocean you are the only fish and you eat everything. Jonathan, I like the live stream because if you experience issues, we can also learn from your pain. Okay. I should start crying. The build is at 5%. And I stopped it one time. Keep it on YouTube live, no editing, that's more time consuming for you. Okay. That's interesting. Personally, I prefer it this way because we might learn more if we have any similar issues and know how to solve them. Yeah, that's an interesting point, to be honest, because initially, and everyone that I was talking to was skeptical about this live stream because what if you go and get into a problem? What if you don't know how to implement something? What if you would have to use Stack Overflow or Google? But then you realize that with all the tutorials and builds on the internet, they seem too perfect. And I think that's a bit intimidating for new developers. And I think that's the reason of all the imposter syndromes to new developers, because you're thinking oh man, that programmer that I saw the tutorial, he knows everything, he knows all this stuff from this file that I have no clue what it means, but he's just writing it and come on, I am worse than him or something like that. But when you do it this way live, and you see that a lot of times I'm Googling very basic information. From time to time I am Googling the same thing over and over, just because that's the real truth about programming. You do not remember everything, and just knowing where to find this information and how to Google, that's really important, to achieve anything here. So yeah, maybe there is a vibe to these live streams. But 5% build, that's killing me. Hello, Blaze. You can do multi-stream both on YouTube and Twitch. Yeah, I've been doing that. But yeah, my target, my goal with this is not just to capture more audience. I'd rather prefer to focus on one platform. So to both doesn't make a lot of sense, because here if I'm streaming only on YouTube, I can talk with you guys here in the chat and you feel the connection. But if I'm doing on both, then I'll take a question from Twitch. I'll discuss about that, and you'd have no idea what I'm talking about or something like that. I don't know if that makes sense. I'm definitely gonna read that book. Thank you so much. Really appreciate the advice. Yeah, you're welcome. I recently finished it. I knew about it for a long time. It was in my to-read list, and now I finished it. I started reading, listening to more books recently, because I'm going to the gym and every day, and the road to the gym is around 15 minutes. So it's 15 minutes one way and 15 minutes another way, or 20 minutes when I'm coming back because it's uphill. And in a couple of days I finish a book, so now I'm burning all the credits that I've been building up on Audible. Can you do live tutorial tomorrow? Shop commerce, e-commerce. I'm gonna do the e-commerce, but definitely not tomorrow. You can use React Native rename. Why do I need to rename? I've been using this package to rename the package name, but I don't need it at this moment. Damn, come on. What can be the issue? Should I just, I don't know, stop the server? Should I just try to build it in? Something was happening. Oh, come on. Don't say that it was because the server was running. Now it started executing. Come on. We wasted 20 minutes because the server was running. Come on. That's what we're talking about today. Stack Overflow and Googling is what a developer does in real life. That's actually true. And knowing how to properly search and where to search, I mean, not where, but how, is very important. Because, yeah, I will stop there. Your followers are increasing and getting crazy. Yeah, people are coming here. That's really nice. YouTube algorithm encourage live contents. That depends. But actually, I would say that yeah, live streams perform better on my channel than normal videos. But as far as I read, it's not the case. It shouldn't be the case. Now YouTube is is releasing the YouTube Shorts. I mean, they have been beta testing them in USA and I think in India for a couple 3 months or so. And the YouTube Shorts is like a competitor for TikTok. So yesterday I was working and I had this idea like what content should I produce for these shorts and to try them out and see how they go. And yeah, I was always thinking to do something in short format, like where I would explain a technology. So yeah, yesterday I was thinking like, why not doing it for the shorts? Because you have 1 minute and trying to explain a concept or a technology, a programming language, trying to explain something in 1 minute, it's quite challenging, but it's fun because you should get down to the most important stuff. So there is no like talking around or going around things, or no like introduction of 30 minutes. And yeah, I already have 2 shorts on my channel, one about React Native, one about Expo. And I have more planned, but didn't film them yet. So yeah, it was really fun yesterday. I filmed them, I edited them in a couple of hours. So we'll see how they all perform, how people will enjoy them. If you like this type of content, let me know. And yeah, if you have any other ideas of concepts, or even if you have a question, maybe you can ask me and I would answer you in a form of a video, a short video, like 1 minute. That would be fun. If you're using Expo, my app will be large. The size of application will be large. And if you're using React Native, no. Yeah, that's true. Expo application, like the default like Hello World application is around 25 megabytes. But hey, I mean, like we are in 21st century. Like storage is not the biggest problem nowadays. And yeah, when people have like maybe I don't know, like for very specific cases, like I don't know if your target market is a specific like niche and you need to have like the application like less than 1 megabyte. I don't know why would you need that requirement. Then yeah, that makes sense, and you cannot use Expo because yeah, 20 megabytes the default application. But I don't know, like in my experience, I didn't have issues with this limitation. It's yeah, like weighing in the pros and cons. Like if the size really matters in your project and it's a deal breaker, like if the size is more than 10 megabytes, like that's not gonna run, then yeah, like go with React Native CLI. But if the speed of development and the development experience matters more than the size, then I think Expo is a great choice. You have found your way with popular apps live building. Quite a good application of blue ocean rules. Yeah, it's kind of a saying. When I started, um, yeah, I had this idea to build this popular application live with React Native, of course. And yeah, after doing a couple of them, I saw that I'm not the only one, and there are other channels, other big channels on YouTube that were doing the same. But then I thought like, oh, maybe like I should do something different. But that just validated that there is a demand for this kind of content. And also, nobody was doing React Native, so that was my blue ocean. Live builds of popular application in React Native and also AWS Amplify. %92 execution. I think I can cut out a lot of small parts from this live stream and just upload them on the channel. Oh, why I didn't put just my face, my beautiful face? Almost done. Yeah, almost done. 92%. But I think that we can continue. I think we can continue while it's building with the next step, and that would be to create the application on Play Market, because we have to set up something there, and we can do it now. So let me just open the Play Market. 1 second. I'm gonna. One second, opening the Play Store. Let me. Will there be a Stripe tutorial in future? Definitely. Yeah, I'm looking forward to integrate Stripe, and I think the best application for Stripe would be e-commerce. So when we are gonna implement e-commerce, then most probably we will gonna use Stripe. Not like you are a big channel too. Just see how we grow together. Yeah, thank you very much for the support, guys. It's really been a nice journey so far, like in the last couple of months. But yeah, we have a long way to go. I mean, I have a lot of plans, so just wait for them. Especially with a platform that I'm planning to build. Loading. The live stream title should be loading or building ... Okay, so let's create a new application. We are in our Google Play Store Play Console, and let's create this new application. Web name will be Netflix. It's gonna be an application. Our application will be free because anyone will be able to download it, and the subscription will be an extra feature. So you'll download it for free, but pay inside the app. Developer pro. Okay, let's accept all the policies and create our application. Yeah, this is the dashboard for our new application, and I really like the new dashboard because when I was uploading my startup application like a couple of years ago, it was a bit different, and now with this checkbox and like a very easy to understand guide, it's much easier to set up everything and upload it. So first of all, let's start testing now. No, let's first of all set up the application, and let's view what tasks we will need here. Let's select the first one, and some functionality is restricted because we have a login screen. So we need to provide some details about how to log in for people at Google that are reviewing our application, so they would not have to register and so on. So we need to provide a valid account to them. Yeah, just log in. For this application, it doesn't make sense because we're not gonna actually deploy it. We're gonna just upload it to Play Store to test the in-app purchases. But if you're developing an application for yourself, you'll need that. After saving, let's go back to dashboard and yeah, complete the next steps here. Ads. No, my app does not contain ads. Back. Content rating. Let's start. Provide your email address. No, it's entertainment. Violence, no. Fear, no. Yeah, our application doesn't have any of these. Yeah, you'd have to select like specifically what's in your application, because initially if you have something, for example, if you have simulated gambling and you put no here, your application might get to the market, but after a couple of weeks it might be removed because they are checking it constantly if you provide the information correctly. Okay, content rating done. What can I do like Expo if I have Windows 10? Yeah, Expo works on Windows 10 as well. Target audience. Let's select 18 and over. Not to. Could your store listing unintentionally appeal to children? Nope. Save. Dashboard. And news app. No, our application is not a news application. Let's go back. What else? Select an app category and provide category. Oh, it's not category. My whole life was a lie. I thought that it's category, but someone mentioned it that it's, oh my god, I cannot tell this word. Category, right? Did I say it correctly? Now every time I'll say this word, I'll like have like a tick. So our category is entertainment. Okay, let's save. You need images. Yeah, I need images, but because this application I'm not intending to release, and I don't encourage you to release this application to market because of obvious reasons. Yeah, let's go back to dashboard. Because of that, I will use some images from vCrypto that I prepared. So short description: Netflix clone, educational purpose only. Yeah, this is for educational purposes only. App icon, let's upload an application icon, and this should be 512 by 512 pixels. So I'm gonna select the icon that I had for vCrypto. I'm not gonna waste time to create a new one for this one. Here is it, 512 by 512. Feature graphic, this one should be 124 by 500, and this is for let's see, I think this one nope. Let's see if I have anything here. Uh, 124, right? I think it's where did I have it? Android? Nope. Don't remember where I had it. Store thumbnail. Let me try this one. Nope. I'm gonna that's the easiest one. Images. Save. Okay, phone screenshots. I have them. Live streams. Screenshots here, right? No, not Netflix, crypto. Store. Oh, here was that image that I was looking for. Okay, let's select a couple of them. Let's upload. The 7-inch tablet screenshot. I think you can leave them empty. Yeah, I'm gonna try to leave them empty. And yeah, your changes has been saved. And that's it with setting up the application, right? Yep. Now let's follow the release your application. And here are some tasks. So let's select countries and regions. And yeah, this is for the closed track. Yeah, you should be in testing and closed testing. And here let's add countries and regions. I'm gonna add all of them. If you want to make it possible to test your application only from your country, for example, then you can choose to do that. And then I'm gonna also select testers to specify which testers will be in this application. I have already an email list here where my email is added, and make sure that this email is the email that you are signed up in Google Play on your emulator. So if I go here on Google Play, you'll see that I'm signed up here on Google Play. You'll see that I'm signed up with this email. That's an important step. Let's save changes. And what else? Create a new release. Let's go to releases, create a new release. And here we will be able to Okay, let's upload our .aab file. Yeah, here if you see, I'm logged in with my account. No, why did I? Okay. So our build has finally, after 19 minutes, succeeded. And we can find the build file, which is .aab in the Android folder, then in our app folder, build, outputs, bundle, and release, and then we have this app.release aab. So follow this path and you'll find the file for your application. So let's upload it here. Let's open Netflix, Android, app, build, outputs, bundle, release, and this one. You can provide here release notes. Like if you provide some updates, some bug fixes, you can specify them here and they will be available on Play Market. Whenever a user will get an update, they will see like what exactly the update is providing. Okay. Yeah, we need to, we finished assigning, we finished building, we published to Play Market. The next step is to create a new application in RevenueCat. So I suppose that you already registered on RevenueCat, and now we're gonna start setting up everything that we need there. So let's open our dashboard. If we are logged in here, you can go to apps and add a new application, and we are here. Let's call it Netflix. We're not gonna set it up for App Store for iOS. If you're interested how to do that, I have a separate video on how to set up RevenueCat on my channel, so you can check it out. But yeah, we're gonna follow with only Google Play Store because everyone is able to deploy to Play Store, both people with Windows, Linux, and also with macOS. So this way, everyone can follow along. For the package name, we named it dev.netflix, Netflix clone, I think, right? Netflix, let me check up. Source, main, Android manifest, and here is dev, not just Netflix clone. That's it. And for the service account credentials, you'll need to generate these credentials in your account, and I already did that, and you just have to follow these steps. They are pretty self-explanatory with screenshots. It shows you what to do in order to create this service account, and at the end of this guide, you will be able to download the JSON file. Yeah, here. When you hit create, a JSON file will be downloaded. So that's what I already did. I downloaded this JSON file. And let me get the content of it. When you will open the JSON file, come on. Not with nodes. No. What's going on? 1 second. Yeah, I'm gonna copy everything that is inside this JSON file, and we can go back to this page and paste it, the service account credentials here. This is a way to allow RevenueCat to talk with Play Market in order to get all the products that we're going to set up shortly. So let's add. And yeah, our application has been set up. And in a moment, we're going to come back and continue configuring everything from here. Back to our build, it has uploaded here. It has a name, and let's save, review release, and start rollout to alpha. Yeah, this is an important step, and your application should be in closed testing in order to be able to receive this in-app subscription that we're going to set up. So make sure that you follow all the steps that we followed here on Google Play. Now let's go to I'm trying to remember. I also had a bug with configuration with Google Play Store, and I'm trying to remember what exactly was that, so I can tell you what to do in case you encounter it. Testing. Yeah, that's with tests account. Oh, no, that was about the where is it? License testing. So if you go to the all applications, not on your application page, in the settings, here is license testing. And if you set up here your email, you'd be able to test the in-app subscription without actually paying. So it's going to be like a fake payment in order for you to be able to test everything. So add a your account as license testers here, and then we can move on. Netflix. Okay, here. Let's scroll down until we see monetize. And below the products, we will go to the subscriptions. Your app doesn't have any in-app products yet. Come on. Okay. Before uploading, we will need to, where is it? To install the purchases package before setting up it there. So let's install React Native purchases, and that's the library that we're gonna use to handle the subscription. And this library is provided by RevenueCat. So let's install it in our application. But first of all, let's make sure that we are in the root folder. Let's install it. Okay. Then if you're on iOS, run npx pod install. Then we need to enable billing in our for the Android billing permission. So let's copy this permission. Let's open our app source main Android manifest. We had it here opened. And let's add below the internet permission, let's add also the billing. That was what the issue here was, that we didn't have billing permission enabled in our APK. Okay, our library has been added correctly. We set up the billing permission. If you're on iOS, you need to set up in-app purchases through Xcode. So open Xcode, go to project target capabilities, and add in-app purchases. However, we are ready to rebuild our project and upload a new version to iOS. But if we want to upload a new version, we will also need to increase the version number. And to increase the version number, I think it's in Android app build Gradle. Let's see here if we have a version. Default config, Android. Yeah, version name, version code will be 2. It should be different. And version name, let's say 1.0. This is how we increase the version in order to upload and update. Let's build again our application. CD, where are we? PFD. Y. Netflix. And then Android. Yeah, make sure that you are in the Android folder and run Gradle bundle release to rebuild our application. Hopefully this time it's gonna take a little bit less time, but we'll see. Let's think if we can. No, I think we cannot follow with the next steps. So guys, let's get back to questions. Let's get back to chatting. George, finally in the live video. Keep up the good work. Thank you very much. What time is actually currently at the moment in where you live? And does this time suits you? Is it a good time for you? Lucky. Thank you so much, mister. Thank you very much for watching. You know what? I think I can, while it's building, I can explain this step. Yeah, I can explain how, sorry, how RevenueCat manages everything and how they group everything into these products, entitlements, and offerings. And they do this in order to make our life easier for developers. And yeah, let's start with products. The products in RevenueCat are the one-to-one mapping between the products in RevenueCat with the products from Play Store and Apple Store or even Stripe. So if we go here in the dashboard, we have a product, and whenever we set up a product, you'll see that we will be able to select to which store we are referencing. And yeah, that's why this is a one-to-one mapping, so that the products in RevenueCat are attached to a product in App Store or Play Store. And this is the actual thing that user buys, like the most simple thing, like in our hierarchy that the user buys. Where is the keynote? Then comes our entitlements. And without entitlements, let's think how would we decide if a user, I don't know, is allowed to watch a movie. Or in, let's say in Netflix, there are personal accounts where a user is allowed to watch a movie. There are family accounts where multiple users from the same account can watch movies, and so on. So we would have, whenever a user starts watching a movie, we would have to check if the user has a pro membership on Play Store, or if that user has an annual membership on Play Store, or if that user has pro membership on App Store, if he's coming from iOS, or if he has a annual membership on App Store, or if he paid with Stripe, and so on. And you understand how easy and how fast this gets out of control. And then these if statements are getting out of hand. And RevenueCat introduced these entitlements, And yeah, this is the levels of access. For example, we have a gold entitlement, or let's say a pro entitlement, that allows users to watch this movie. And also we have like platinum entitlement or family entitlement, which will allow like multiple people to watch from the same account. And inside these entitlements, we put multiple products. So if a user has at least one of these products, he's entitled to this to the features that this entitlement has. So in our application, we're not checking like this 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 products if the user has one of them. We're just checking if the user is has a gold entitlement, and that's it. And from this crazy if statement, and we are getting to a simple, like, if user has a gold entitlement, let him watch that movie. And if two users are watching from the same account and that user has a platinum account, let them watch. Otherwise, make them pay. Okay. Then comes the offerings. And offerings is a way to, for offerings, we have these packages. And a package is a group of equivalent products. So for example, the gold monthly package is a group of gold monthly from App Store and gold monthly from Play Store. And so on. So they are just groups of equivalent value from different stores. Then we take these packages and put them inside offerings, and this way we will be able to test different offerings in our application without ever needing to update our application on market or update any code. From the dashboard of RevenueCat, we can create different offerings, and we can specify which one is the current offering. So for example, if you're running a sale, let's say this week you decide to offer like 50% discount on all your packages, then you can create this offering with the discounts and make it as current, and that's what the users will see in the application when they will try to upgrade. Hopefully that makes some sense. It will definitely make more sense when we will actually implement that, and you'll see how easy it is to check if users are subscribed or not. Let's check if no, our application is still building, and I really hope that this time it's not going to take 20 minutes. Lucky Films, thank you so much. Thank you for joining. Alexandra, hello. How are you doing? Rodor, I need your help. Try to write your question. If the question is not related to this build, try to reach out to me on Discord. I'm gonna try to help if I'll be free. How about without RevenueCat? Without RevenueCat, it's crazy like how much setup and code you have to go through. And it makes it much more easier with this. Hola, ¿cómo están ustedes? Muy bien, muy bien. Yo no hablo español muy bien. And that's it. That's everything that I know. Oh, we have some progress here. What is the estimate amount a programmer of 18 years can earn? I don't think your age makes a big difference. It's just about your skill and yeah, like in which country you're applying, because yeah, different countries have different salaries for developers. So if you're a skilled developer and have experience, sky is the limit. You can make a lot of money in this industry. Yeah, are you developing the application in React Native or just Android Studio? Would you buy the current M1 MacBooks or would you wait for this year ones? I was considering buying the current M1 MacBooks, and yeah, it's pretty interesting. Like, I think we'll see a great boost in performance specifically for developers. I saw like how much faster the builds and stuff like that are there. But then I realized that it's too early and I depend on a lot of software that might not yet be compatible with the current system of MacBooks. So I'll still wait a bit, and probably I will wait until there is one with 16 gigabytes RAM memory. Can an intercoder earn more than 50K? What do you think? Of course, like, I don't think that your ethnicity makes any difference. So yeah, as I said, like, not your age, ethnicity, your gender, or anything like that. Everything that matters is your skill. Yeah, your ability to sell your skills, to yeah, to to make the company that you're applying to, yeah, to sell your skills to them so they will hire you. So yeah, always keep learning and start applying to companies, and you can achieve that. That's very easily achievable, I mean, nowadays. And you can do even more. Was it fun working at Amazon as an intern? Oh, definitely it was fun. Yeah, I had a separate project there, but I only worked in the office for, I don't know, like 2 months, like February and March, and then the pandemic happened, and we went home for 2 weeks as everyone. And then after 1 year, everyone is still working from home. So yeah, 2 months I worked there, and then the rest I was working from home. And yeah, I didn't have like a lot of like personal connections there. Probably if I would go every day at the office, it would have been different. But yeah, I really enjoyed like working there. Like, there are a lot of smart people like working, and also the like the culture at Amazon is really, it's quite close to a culture of startups. And yeah, I'm coming more from the startups world, and yeah, that's what I liked about Amazon, because let's say even the simple fact that there is no like team of, I don't know, developers, and then team of DevOps, and then team of maintainers, testers, and so on. There is no such thing. There is just a team working at a feature, at a product, at a project, at something, and they're responsible for everything. Like, it's a small team of, they call it 2 pizza teams, a team that can be fed by 2 pizzas. And usually that's like 6 to 10 people max, which are working on a product. And this team is responsible for development, for testing, for deploying, for maintaining, for the whole life cycle of a feature of a project. And in this situation, there is no one to blame. So yeah, you cannot blame the tester or the DevOps people that something is messed up. Like, you're responsible for everything, and this way you'll make sure that you do everything correctly from the first time. And yeah, like you feel this ownership in the project that you're building, because if something happens at 2 in the morning, and you are responsible. I mean, you are responsible that week for this kind of stuff. You're gonna get up and fix the issue like at 2 in the morning, and yeah, that's what it is. Build successful. Let's real quick create a new release. Let's go to our play console, close testing, manage track, create a new release, and upload. And I have it here. Let's upload this one. And here, yeah, in release note, you can say added in app purchases. Let's wait until it uploads. Yeah, Alexandra is saying is inviting everyone to joining the Notjust development community on Discord. So if you haven't already, links are in the description. We have a great community there where you can ask questions, share your success, and yeah, with the people from the community. I'm tempted to buy the current ones, but I'm also hyped with the new ones, so I don't know what to do. It depends, like, if you actually need it at the moment, because for me the decision was easy. Like, I don't need it at the moment. I have a 2019 MacBook or something like that, or yeah, so I'm able to wait 1 more or 2 more years for the new ones to come. But I think that yeah, they will be the new MacBook, the 2013 MacBook. I think that was the one that everyone had like for 8 years. Review release. And start rollout, come on. And let's now go to our monetize subscriptions, and let's hope, yeah, now we are able to create subscriptions because we enabled billing. So the first subscription that we're gonna create, let's call it Netflix, Netflix monthly. That's good enough. And just for you to know, just a note that the product ID is global for your account. So if you write here, I don't know, Pro, you're not going to be able to use Pro for other application that you are using. So that's why it's advisable to prefix your product ID with the name of application. Let's say Netflix, Pro, and also let's say monthly. Yeah, this way. And the name, this is only for internal mapping, like nobody will see it. The name, this is what the users will see. Let's say, yeah, Pro membership. I don't know, something like that. Watch movies as you wish. For the pricing, let's select a monthly billing period. The default price, let's set it to No, 100. I don't know why it's not in euro or USDs, but let's go with that. That's around 5 euros, I guess. Let's hope. Or no, that's a lot. I think 20 is 5 euros. No. Yeah, 100. It doesn't matter. It doesn't matter, Vadim. Come on. Yeah, this one is 450. Okay. And free trial, if you want to provide free trial, if you want, to be able to resubscribe and so on. So let's save. And let's activate this product. Don't forget to do that. And then we can add a new subscription. We have it here. Let's add an annual subscription. And we can say Netflix Pro annual. Something like that, or annually. I don't know. I'm not a native speaker, okay? Okay. And here, again, Pro annually. Select billing period. Here we'll select yearly and the default price. Let's say that it's 700. I don't know. And for the annual period, let's provide a free trial of 30 days or of 7 days. Let's save. Add also 3 months. Yeah, I mean, like you can add multiple options, multiple products. But I think like you get the idea, like how to do that. We're gonna keep like using 2 of them. If you want, you can add more. Okay, we created them in our Play Store. Now, as I said, that products in RevenueCat are one-to-one mapping between Play Store or Apple Store with the products on RevenueCat. Let's go and set them up on our RevenueCat. So in products, let's create a new product. And for the identifier, we'll take the, let's say, first one, monthly. And for the store, this is Play Store. Okay, we added it. And let's do the same for the second one. Store, Play Store. Yeah, you'll create this mapping for all of them. Like if you're setting up for App Store, yeah, go ahead and do that as well. Add them here. Then let's create our entitlement. And currently we're gonna have only one entitlement. It's gonna be like Pro access to all features. In Netflix, I would say that there are like 2 entitlements. I think they offer like the individual membership and family membership, and these 2 are 2 entitlements. But yeah, we're gonna focus on one entitlement. And if you have this entitlement, you will be able to watch all the movies. Let's open this entitlement and attach a product. Let's attach the Pro monthly Play Store, and also let's attach the annual. And we attach here the identifiers from this entitlement. And if user will have any of this product, it doesn't matter, annual, monthly, Play Store, App Store, anyone, he will be entitled to this Pro. Okay, that's it with entitlements. Let's now configure our offerings, and that will be the last step here. So the offerings, let's say that it's the default one. Standard set of features, okay. And let's add the packages in this offering. And here in the packages, the packages, we need to select like what billing period this package is. And then we say Pro monthly. Let's add it. And for here, we will attach a product. All the products that are monthly from different providers. And in our case, it's only Play Store because we don't have other providers. Let's go back to our packages and add a new package called with the annual annual. Sounds weird. Probably I'm pronouncing it bad. And here, let's click on the products and add the annual. Attach. And yeah, that's it. That's it with configuring products offering entitlements on RevenueCat. The next step, let's make sure that we published, we deployed, we created a new RevenueCat application, we prepared the app on the Play Market, we created the Play service credentials. You can follow this link for more details. I already showed you where you can find this. We created the in-app purchases, and now we set up product mapping, entitlement offerings, packages, everything. You can find more information about that following this link. Okay, installing purchase. Yeah, we did that. We installed the package. We followed this one. Now, the next step is to configure purchases in our application. So let's start and let's do that. But first, we will need the API key from RevenueCat. So let's go to settings. And here there is like this RevenueCat API key. Let's copy. Don't try to use the same one because most probably I'm going to change it. But you can use it and you can actually make some payments. I won't mind, to be honest. And let's create let's create a new folder called config, and inside it let's create the index.ts, and here we'll export const API key. This is for RevenueCat. And the API key is the one that we copied from there. And also let's export const entitlement. Did I write it correctly? Name or ID. And our entitlement ID is entitlements pro. It depends what you wrote here. Okay, let's save the config and let's go to our app.tsx. This is the entry point of our application, and that's where we need to configure purchases. We need to configure it as soon as possible, as soon as the application opens. So yeah, this is the logical file where we will put it. So let's import purchases from native purchases. Let's import from use effect from React, use effect, and yeah. And also let's import use state. Okay, our application we will add a state to our application that will specify if purchases setup, like true or false, if we finish setting up purchases, and set purchases. Oh my god, set. Probably that's a bad name, but we're gonna go with it. Use state initially is gonna be false, and we want to do it like this. If is loading complete, if the loading hasn't complete, or if we haven't completed the setup, we will return null. Let me meanwhile run the server and start building, because we know that it's gonna take time. Android. Okay, so we need to set up purchases. Where we will do it? We'll do it in a use effect, because it should run only the first time that the application opens. I mean, on the application mounts. So for that, we're gonna register this use effect with empty dependencies, and here we can say purchases. First of all, let's set debug logs enable to true. This will enable the debug logs, so if we'll have any issues, it's gonna debug us, and it's gonna be easier to understand what's happening. And then let's say purchases dot config or setup, right? Setup, and here we need to provide the API key, and we're gonna import the API key from our config that we defined just now. And whenever we finish setting up, we can set purchases setup to true. We can say that, yeah, we finished setting up purchases. And that's it. That's everything that we need to do in order to set it up here. We can split it like this for readability reasons, and we're gonna have to wait a bit until it builds. Okay, let's have a look at the chat. Is WordPress a good option for blogging and making websites? Yeah, I think still like 40% of the internet is powered by WordPress, and that's crazy when you think about this. And for some specific reasons, including blogging, yeah, WordPress is a good option. And actually, I'm working on a tutorial where we will use WordPress to manage content of one blog. The blog will be with JavaScript and Gatsby, if you heard about that. And we're gonna use WordPress as a CMS for the content. So if you're interested, stay tuned. It's gonna be up shortly. I recently discovered your channel, and I can say it's just awesome. Love from India. Thank you very much. Add also free mouse. Yeah, I read that. Smile lifetime just set 100 years. Yeah, you can do that. You didn't put free trial in monthly, but only in yearly. How does that work? Yeah, if you buy the monthly subscription, you're not gonna have a free trial, so you're gonna be charged at that moment. However, if you take the yearly subscription, you're gonna have a 7 days trial, or the period that you set up there. And once the period is finished, if you haven't canceled your subscription, you're gonna be charged. But if you cancel the subscription, you're not gonna be charged. So that's how free trial works, and that's why, yeah, a lot of applications are doing like this. The free trial only for the yearly option, because they want you to buy the yearly option. So build successfully. Let's have a look if we didn't mess anything up. How about purchasing one item? What do you mean? Can you elaborate on that one? Hello everyone. Hello Vadim from Turkmenistan. Hello. Will this video be saved? Yes. So far, all the videos on my channel, all the live streams are saved on my channel, so you can follow along afterwards if you missed the beginning. Yeah, I see that new people are joining the live stream. So if you're new here and you're asking what the hell we are doing here, today we are implementing in-app subscription using RevenueCat for our Netflix clone that we have built during previous episodes. So yeah, we had to go through two steps, like to build the application, to eject it from Expo, to build it, and then to deploy it on market. And that took us a lot of time. But yeah, that steps are done. And now we are starting integrating the in-app subscriptions in our Netflix. And yeah, now is the fun part. So stay tuned. You didn't miss a lot. The video will be uploaded to my channel if you want to check it from the beginning. But yeah, that's shortly what we are doing here. So right now we just started setting up, configuring purchases, and waiting for it to build. Who can write in the comments down below how many times did I say waiting to build in this live stream? Hello, Kana. WordPress, Shopify, Squarespace, the whole market is changing day by day. Yeah, and we need to adapt to stay up with new technologies. Jama, привет, привет. All right, let's see. Okay, maybe we can discuss about the next step. Okay, the next step, yeah. The next step would be to get the subscription status, and that's how you protect your application, like your pro features, your pro content. You protect in your application just by checking if a user that is doing this request has a specific entitlement, has subscribed to a specific entitlement. And if he has that entitlement, you grant the user the pro access, and you allow him to, I don't know, in this case, we will allow him to watch a movie. Otherwise, we will redirect him to a paywall where he will be able to buy a subscription. So the code is very simple. We just get the information about the purchaser using get purchaser info, and then we check if his active entitlement is the one that we are interested in. And if that's the case, we grant them user the pro access. So the code is pretty straightforward. It's pretty simple. We don't have to work with Play Store, with App Store, and so on. Like everything is taken care by the purchases library. So let's take this one. And in our case, I want to allow all the users to see the list of movies, like to see the homepage. And only when you press on a movie, we will check if you are subscribed or not. We will let you see the movie or not. So to do that, I'm gonna open components, movie item, and here we have index.tsx. And this is the movie that we render on home screen. And on movie press, we just navigate to movie detail screen. But we will check if user is pro, if redirect to details screen, Otherwise, else redirect to Paywall. So this will be the logic. Let's put in the code. And first of all, we will need to import purchases from. Then we will have to make this function async. Await is only allowed within async function. Oh, here, yeah. Let's save. No, not like this. Missing a semicolon. Where? Should be fine. And here, instead of my entitlement identifier, we can put pro because we know that that's the identifier that we have. However, if you remember, we have set it up here in entitlement IDs. So I would rather import it because this way we can make it. If you need to change the entitlement ID in future, you're gonna have to change it only in one place, from source config. And yeah, instead of active.pro, we're gonna say active entitlement ID. So if it's pro, then we will redirect him to detail screen here. Else, we're gonna redirect him to Paywall. But as we don't have a Paywall yet, let's just console warn please buy subscription. Okay, so now I think it updated. Let's try to press on a movie. We're pressing here. It checks if we have this entitlement. We don't have it, so it says please buy subscription. That means that it works. Okay, that's how you check if user is entitled to some features, and you do that whenever you want to protect some features, some screens from being accessed by non-pro users. Okay, let's save, and the next step would be to build the paywall. Let's open up our here. Yeah, the next step is to display available products, and that's gonna happen in our paywall. For that, I'm gonna create a new screens in our screens folder. Let's create the folder Paywall. Let's create a file index.tsx, and here React Native functional. And the name will be Paywall. Yep, like this. Okay. Yeah, our view and text is from where? From components, themed. Okay, now let's register this paywall in our navigation. Let's open navigation and let's open our index.tsx. And here we will first import our, where is it? Yeah, let's import Paywall, the screen that we just created, from screens.paywall. And we will render it between the root and the paywall, and the not found URL. So let's render it here, paywall. And for title, we are good as the name. We have a red arrow here because we didn't specify that our root navigator can have a paywall type. So let's open the types from the root folder. That's types here. And the first one here, we will say that we can have a paywall there. Now the red arrow is gone. We register the paywall. Now we are able to redirect to the paywall. So back in our movie item where we were checking if user is entitled, let's copy the navigation here. And instead of just console warn, let's redirect to paywall. And we don't need to send any options. Just navigate there. Save. Let's try to refreshing. Let's try now to press on this. And yeah, we are redirected to the paywall. The paywall, you can see the text there, but we don't have any, how is it called? Header. Let's open the navigation index, and here we have header shown. Let's try to override this in our options as header shown true, just to have a back button, because right now we don't have any back buttons. Save. Okay. Loading. Come on. Let's press. No, come on. From home screen. And yeah. We see that the paywall now has a header and has a back button. Perfect. Now, having this paywall, we need to render in the paywall, we need to render our options. And we will get these options from purchases using the get offerings. So let's try to fetch the offerings and see what we receive back. In our, I will close everything. In our paywall index, we will need a use effect to fetch the offerings when the component mounts. We will need a use state to store all the offerings, and so far probably that's it. Yeah, const packages set packages is equal to use state, and we're gonna have an empty array in the beginning. And let's define the use effect. The input will be empty string, like this. And here in this use effect, let's define the fetch offerings function, which will be async. And let's call it right away, fetch offerings. And here we can fetch the offerings, but we need to import the purchases. Can you do that? Come on, can you import automatically? Are you that? Yeah, like that. Yeah, let's in here, let's console log offerings dot current and see what values we receive there. Let's go to on the paywall, and also let's open our debugger. Why you're in a new here? And let's check the console. Yeah, let's wait until it restarts. And I saw there's some data. No, not yet. I need to, yeah, let's clear everything and let's open our paywall. We don't see anything. Maybe we are not going in the if statement. So let's try this one here. And if there is any errors, let's console error. Save. Null. Why is it null? That's gonna be interesting to debug. I'm not gonna lie. Get offerings. So do we have offerings here? We have default, 2 packages, monthly, annual. One product. Did we set up the test accounts? I think we did. Close testing. Manage track. Testers. And here, yeah, testers are selected. Yeah, I'm there. Let's try to, testers can join your test on the web. Why don't have a URL here? I tested it before the live stream and it was kind of working. Let's try to what? First step, just to run it again. I'll just make sure that in the settings here, the Google package name is correct. Build.gradle in our Android. Up and build.gradle. Let's find, yeah, application ID. This one, okay. Service account, okay. The API key. Config. A bit of water, please. Thank you. VPI key. Yes, it's correct. Fetch offerings, get offerings. I'm gonna try something. I think ADB log cut to see log cut. This will show me all the logs. Oh, come on. Chill. Which one is it? Is it this one? Kana is asking, what do you prefer, front end or back end? To be honest, I prefer back end because it has to do more with like logic and optimization and so on. So I'm a bit better at that than at design, and I don't have a lot of patience to work with with design stuff. But yeah, I still do. So right now I'm doing both of them. Okay, here we see something. Let's see. SDK, initial app ID, identifier, app user. Okay, delete. Updating, get subscribers. I'm just trying to see if there was any errors. Offerings 200. Current subs, in-app, products. Thank you. Retrieved. Pro anal. Okay, we have it. I think it was just we needed to update it. Let's check now. Null. It's still null. That's very weird because I see Netflix Pro anal. This is something related to the network. What's happening? That's the most interesting part about in-app subscription, because the coding part is pretty easy and straightforward. But if you get into some of these errors, like, it's pretty tough to understand why it's not working, why you don't receive the offerings. The offerings are null. Here I am subscribed to this one. Yes. And I have it as license tester. Yes. Did we finish everything here? Okay, I think we did. Tracks, manage track. Let's countries, yeah, available. Yeah, I don't know why I don't have here a way to join. I'm gonna try an internal testing, because that's the only difference that I have from the previous build, because there I had an internal testing, but I don't think this is the issue. But let's just try it. And yep, let's. Oh, not current. Let's. Oh, I'm still console logging the current offerings. Current null, all as well. RevenueCat. Yeah, I already had that error, as I see. If you have configured your account to get all purchases, you need to wait 24 hours before it's active. That might be an issue. I remember that we had this issue at my startup, and we had to wait 24 hours until they were available. Okay, I think that this is the issue. I think that you need to wait until the application is reviewed by Google. And if we go here to close testing, but I have a solution. So in closed testing, release, if we see manage track, where is it? In review. Here we see that our application is still in review. So that's why we do not receive the offerings. However, I already have a testing application for this. So I'll just need to change some things in order to work with that one. In your case, you just need to wait 24 hours until your application goes from in review to the reviewed state. And then you will see all the offerings. But yeah, I don't have time to wait right now. So I'm gonna try to switch to working with an application that is already reviewed. And that is the Magic Weather React Native. So yeah, right now I will need that package that changes the package name, because this one has a different package name. But where can I see the package name? Okay. React Native rename. This is a package that will help us change the package name of our application, so that we can fetch the data from another application that I already have reviewed on my account. You don't need this because did I install it globally? I don't remember. Yeah, let's change the bundle identifier. And where is it? Here. npx React Native rename. Oh no, but I don't have it yet. Netflix, and the bundle identifier will be somewhere here. Oh, here, I saw it. Nope, not this one. Magic Weather, and the bundle identifier is this one. Just to make sure that, yeah, it will talk with this one. Directory should be creating using React Native init. No, cd. Cannot read property. Replace of undefined. Sudo. Let's try. Oh no. Magic Weather. Sudo. No, I think I need to install it here. So yarn add React native rename. Have you tried Vue Native? Nope, I have not tried that one. Virgil is saying hello from Romania. Hello. Glad to see life of yours. I am also from kinda Romania. I mean, I'm from Moldova, but okay, it is installed. Let's now try the why not models lib index. Come on. Really? Basarabia pământ românesc. So what's happening here? Clean restart. Let's delete the node modules and yarn lock. Oh, are you working? And yarn install. And what? Here, probably I will just grab the API key of the Magic Weather React Native. Settings. Yep, this one, and I can grab it from here. I don't see Weather app in store. Yeah, because I haven't deployed it. It's only in closed testing. This is the sample app that I have built for RevenueCat. So if you're interested, you can go to the GitHub purchases. React Native. Everything is slow. I don't know what's happening. I think I need a better PC for streaming. My little MacBook is not keeping up with everything that I need during a stream. Purchases. And here there is examples, magic weather, and here is the source code of the application. So you can check it out. Here is, yeah, a sample app with all the features that we're gonna implement today. And let's check what's happening here. Still waiting, still waiting. Omer is saying, hey Vadim, I want to say thank you for these videos. Thank you very much for watching them. It's really my pleasure to make them. So yeah, I did grab I just forgot to paste it, right? In our API key here. Save. Okay, let's hope that now I will be able to rename React Native rename Netflix. Come on, something went wrong. Come on. What can go wrong? React Native rename. Current app name. App config.name. Where does it expect the app config? Load app config. That's because that's an Expo application. I'm gonna do it a bit differently. In Android, I'm gonna how to replace find in folder, but I need to replace. Oh, here, search dev.notjust.netflix clone, right? Netflix clone, and I will replace it with this one. Let's hope that it will work. So how do you replace it? Okay. How do you replace it? Replace, okay. Okay. There is a shortcut. Command Shift 1. Command Shift 1. $300, but replace all. Can I do replace all here? Right? Replace all. Oh my god. 302. Oh my. Replaced. Okay. Let's what? Try to run the application again. Yarn start. Did you explain how to set up AWS and React Native project? Yeah, all of my projects are using AWS Amplify with React Native, so you can watch any of them and you will see. What did you open here? Because you have a different. Okay. And yarn. Yarn Android. Okay, we'll have to wait a couple of minutes until it builds again. Will it connect with that application now? If I just changed the package name and the API key. Let's hope. Guys, are you still here? Whatever questions do you have? Let's talk about something. We'll have to wait 5 minutes. Hello, why did you stop your startup series? Which startup series? Yeah, I had some videos about the startup and so on, but that was at the very beginning of the YouTube when I just started, and yeah, I don't know, it didn't resonate, and I started doing these live builds, and I saw that a lot of people are enjoying them, so that's why I'm continuing with them. Are you interested in more information about the startup and my wins and fails there as well? I want to build my own startup in future. What things should I focus on? Kindly tell me. Are you more of a technical guy or more of a business guy? Yeah, it comes down to, yeah, first of all, finding a good business partner. So if you are a technical guy and you can code applications and iterate fast, then team up with someone with a business experience that will handle the marketing and so on. And yeah, brainstorm, come up with an idea, something that you're passionate about, and something that you see, that you think that will have success on the market, and there is an actual need. Not only the application is not only something that you would like to build, but it's something that the people need, that the market wants, and there is an actual problem that you can solve with your software. And yeah, go for it. Iterate fast. Don't spend like 1 year building a perfect application and then deploy it and find out that nobody wants it. But rather, yeah, spend some time creating this MVP, like minimum viable product, that covers the core concept and solves the main issue, the main problem of your customer, and deliver to customer as soon as possible. And then based on the feedback that you receive from your customers, you grow and you improve the application. Because if you are not the part of a main niche, of a main target, then it's hard for you to understand what actual problems the user have. So it's going to be easier if they actually tell you. Of course, you need also expertise in that field, and if you don't know anything about a field, it's going to be hard for you to compete there, because you need to know your target audience. You need to know what problems they have. You need to know how their day looks like, and how can you fit your product in their day. How can you make their life easier? Yeah, that's the basic idea. Let's try again. Let's log in. Okay, and let's I need to open the debugger. I need debugger. Which is better, React or Flutter? Both are good if you're using them to solve actual problems. If you know React, go with React. If you know Flutter, go with Flutter. Is freelance good way to start business, or how is a good way to start business? Let me wait a second. Okay, come on, please work. Movies are loading. Yes, it's there. And let's try to press on 1. We should be redirected to the paywall. Okay, we have something. So, I was a bit afraid that it's gonna be a fail, but yeah, guys, in your case, just wait 24 hours, and we are seeing that nowadays, due to COVID, the review time is a bit longer. So you just have to wait a couple of days until we review your application. And after that, you'll be able to receive and use the in-app purchases. So here in the current, we have an annual, we have what? Yeah, annual, monthly, and so on, or available packages. And these are the packages that we are interested in, and these are the packages that we want to display on the screen. Yeah, let's set them in state, because we want to current dot available packages to set them in our state, and then we'll render them. Let's go here and set packages, offerings dot current dot available packages, right? And purchases packages, let's define them, the type purchases package, and it's going to be an array of that. Wait a second, it should be like this, I think, right? Not E, package. Oh, come on. Yes, like this. And now, we need to loop through these available packages and display them on Paywall. Let's do that with a flat list. The items over flat list items, or data. How is it? Data? Yeah. Is our packages. And the render item will be item. And let's just render now a text with item dot product dot wait available. Okay, product, and the product has a title. Let's close the flat list, save, and let's open again our Paywall. So we see the Pro Magic Weather React Native and Pro yearly. Here as well, we have to separate monthly and yearly subscription. And yeah, because we are just rendering a text, that's why we see only the text. But I will go ahead and just take the designs from the Magic Weather application that I have built for RevenueCat, and I'm gonna go into source in the components. We have here a package item. Let me grab it. Yeah, let's define a component that will render a package item here. And components, new folder, package item, and here we'll have index.tsx and also a styles. Styles.ts. Okay, this is the index, so let me grab it. And for the on selection, I'm not gonna do anything. Console log. Click package. Package clicked. Okay, never mind. What's happening here? Yeah, the entitlement is coming from source.config from here. Yeah, I probably misspelled it, but okay. And here the props are of a type. We need to define the type. Package item props. We don't need this value, only the interface package item props is gonna have a purchase package, which will be a purchases package. Okay, what else? Pressable. Yeah, React Native. What's happening here? Why you don't like it? Refers to value, but is being used as a type. What? Are you good? Oh, I put it in styles. Okay, I'm stupid. Let's put it in index, not in this index, in this index. Now, styles. Styles, it's here. Let's go with styles. Yeah, it just has the styles for the container, that styles the title, and something else there. And yeah, our package item. I don't know why. Styles. Yeah, like this. And our package item is just a pressable a button which has a view that displays a title and a description, and on the right we display the price string. Okay, so for back to our paywall, let's import that component. Import package item from components package item, and instead of text, let's render the package item. Package item equal, and let's save. None of this file. Okay, package item. Screens, then in components, package item. What's happening there? Cannot find. Did I do something wrong here? Index, not index. Okay. Where is the rename tool? Rename index. Right back. Yeah, let's save. Now update, refresh. Come on, you can do it. It works on iOS. Oh, okay, let's move to paywall. Henry product of undefined. Okay, because it's not item, but it's a purchase package. Save. Paywall, and here we have them. Yes, they look good. The only thing is that, yeah, I can background color for the container, border light gray. And what happened to the price string? Everything is title, but title is color Yeah, let's not worry about the styles right now. The important thing is that our packages that we have set up in Play Store and in RevenueCat are displayed correctly. We see here the title of the package, we see here the description of the package, and on the right, we see the price of the package. Yeah, that's how we display the packages in React Native. If you are integrating this for your own application, Apple iOS has some requirements. You need to add some text on this page, usually here on the bottom, explaining everything about the subscription, like all the rules. So for that, you need to, if you want to publish on iOS, check that out and add the terms and conditions here on the bottom. All right, let's move on because we still have some things to do. Yeah, displaying available products can have some issues, and we ran in one of them today, and it was because our application has not been reviewed yet. So in that case, we just need to wait. And for our App Store, the most common reason is paid application agreement. You need to sign that. On Android, this usually occurs when the app is not published on a closed track and a valid test user added. Yeah, make sure that application is on closed track, it's reviewed, and also a valid test user is added, and you're testing the application with that test user. You can find more info about troubleshooting this issue on this article. Okay, moving on is making a purchase. So whenever we press on this, at the moment it just consoles something out, but we want to make sure that we are actually buying that package. So the code is pretty simple: is purchases.purchasePackage, and we send the package that we want to buy, and that's everything about it. It's pretty straightforward. Let's do it here. Purchase made. We take the purchase package from here. We want to buy, and after buying it, we want to check if the actual transaction has been registered. And yeah, if the user didn't cancel, for example, here the user canceled and so on. Let's console error for now. And entitlement, yeah, here I'm gonna active entitlement ID, this one. Did it import? Yeah, it imported correctly. And in this case, if everything went successfully, we either redirect the user to like, I don't know, a congratulation page where you'll say, oh, you're a pro member. In our case, we're just gonna navigation.go back. And yeah, he'll go back to the home screen. Let's save. Import, export may only appear at the top. Try, okay. Oh, here, catch. Yep, like this. Save. And now let's try to press on the first one, the monthly. And wait for it. Yeah. The native dialog for making the purchase will open up, and that's how it looks on Android. On iOS, it will pop up the same kind of pop-up, but that will be for App Store. Here is the more details about the subscription. It says like when it starts, and here we see that we're gonna pay with a test card, and this will always approve. So because we set our tester as as approved testers. I don't remember exactly the name of that place, but I showed you where to put them. So let's subscribe. Processing. Successful require. No thanks. Okay, and we are subscribed. Going back, I'm not doing anything. We should be redirected back to the home screen. You saw it was automatic. And now, whenever I will press on a movie, I shouldn't see the paywall because I'm already subscribed. So let's press on a movie. And we are redirected to the movie page. That means that we have an active subscription. It's tracked by RevenueCat. And whenever we press, we will check if we have this entitlement ID. And if we have, we will see the movie. that's how simple it is to buy a subscription with RevenueCat. And if we go here to the overview, and if I select view sandbox data, we see that we have one active subscription a minute ago, and it will expire in 5 minutes. That's because usually this is a 1 month subscription, but in order for you to test, the test accounts will, the period will be 5 minutes. So after 5 minutes, the user will reactivate his subscription. He will pay once again, but that's only for in the sandbox. Okay. What else? Yep, that's how you buy. That's how you check. The next step is what? Okay, identifying users in RevenueCat. So RevenueCat will give each user a random ID. So if we see here, it's called RevenueCat anonymous ID, and then followed by a random ID. And yeah, this is okay if you don't need any details, or you don't need this mapping between your users from your application and users from RevenueCat that RevenueCat is tracking, then that's fine. However, most of applications have their own authorization system, and we also have this authentication system in our Netflix, because users can sign up, and we have an ID of a user. So if we want to set a custom ID in RevenueCat, we can either call the purchases.identify whenever, for example, we log in the user, or we can also send the ID when we configure RevenueCat. So here, when we set up, if we already know the ID of a user, but we know we can get the ID of a user here, then we can send it, I think is set up. API, first is API key, second one is app user ID. So this one, the second one will be app user ID. But first we need to get this app user ID. So let's think how to get the app user ID. I'm gonna create the function, because we need we need asynchronous functions here, calls. So I'm gonna declare a new function, setup RevenueCat async. And let's call it setup RevenueCat. And now I can also, I can either leave it with then, or I can do a wait here, because I can use a wait and just set it at the end like this without then. I think that looks cleaner. And before that, we need to get user ID. So we can get the user ID with user info is equal. We will get it from the Amplify authentication. So let's import the authentication here and await authentication dot get or current authenticated user. And the user authentication will, if user info, if there is a authenticated user, we will set up, no, if there is no authenticated, oh, come on. we will stop the execution if there is no authenticated user. That means that there was some issue and there is no authenticated user. However, here, yeah, the user ID will be user info dot, is it attributes? Let me check the type. Cognito user. No idea what's happening here. Easiest way is just to console log it. I think it's from attributes console log user info. Stop it. I don't. Okay, let's check the debugs, the logs. Refreshing. Is my debugger enabled? Yep. Okay. Yes, it's let's open it. Attributes and then sub. This is the ID of a user. User info dot attributes dot sub. And here in the purchases, we can send this user ID as a second parameter in order to identify the user with the same ID that we have in our database. Save. Come on, run. So, are you running or not? Yep, loading. And let's try to refresh. View sandbox data. Yeah, nothing happened, but let's try to open. Yeah, our transaction, our subscription had expired 3 minutes ago, so we can probably go back and buy a new subscription. The operation is already in progress. Yeah, I pressed 2 times. You already are subscribed to this item. Okay, that's interesting. I'm not sure why it doesn't have auto renewal. I'm gonna try to subscribe to the yearly. And let's subscribe to this yearly. Okay, and now let's update our dashboard. And we should see the new app ID without anonymous. Should be the ID that we have in our Cognito user pool. Yeah, here we see that we don't have this anonymous user already. I mean, we have both of them, but they both point to the same user. So here is the ID that we can track in our database, and that's the ID that we saw here. I will not be able to see it right now because I'm not logging it, but yeah, I think you get the idea. This is how you identify users with the same ID that you have in database. And whenever you log out, you can call purchases.reset, and that will make sure that it will clear all the cache. And if another user logs in on the same device that is not subscribed, then he'll not be able to watch the pro content. So let's do that in where? I think we implemented the logout somewhere in our application. I think it was in the tab 2 screen, and here we have on logout. And let's do the first of all, let's reset the purchases to clear all the cache. Come on. Quick fix import. And we need to make it as an async. And after resetting the purchases, we will do the actual sign out. So let's save. If I go to another tab where I put this tab 2 screen, I can press on logout. And yeah, it deleted the cache for purchases, and then it signed out. So if I'll create a new account, I will not be able to check the movies because yeah, there is nothing in cache. That's the desired outcome, that's the desired way. So yeah, I think that that was it. All right, so congratulations. Now you have implemented a fully featured subscription system without like spending months of writing server code, without managing all the edge cases. Because here what RevenueCat provides us is an infrastructure built for us, which handles all the edge cases that usually you probably will miss. I don't know, a lot of times a subscription is canceled, a card is rejected, and so on, like also managing the free trials and so on. Like it's a lot of things that RevenueCat simplifies and makes it much easier to implement in React Native. Yeah, we had to set up some things initially, but then like the coding part I think was done in I don't know, like 20 or 30 minutes. And yeah, this is impressive. Like with the right tools, how fast you can achieve and you can implement like fully features production ready applications. Okay, if you have any issues, I would suggest that the next steps would be to, first of all, check out the sample application on the GitHub, on the React Native Purchases GitHub. You can access it following this link. Also, you can check out the RevenueCat documentation. They have pretty good documentation on how all the steps you need to take to integrate and set up it in your application. Also, if you have any issues, check out the support, the help center. Yeah, you can find a lot of common issues because most of the issues are really common. So if you follow some steps, like with this configuration, with these test accounts and so on, then yeah, you can find solutions there. And if you still have any issues, feel free to join the Discord channel and ask me there, and I'll try to help, or someone else that had that problem will help. So that was it for today, guys. That was it with subscription, with RevenueCat, with Netflix. We have finished this build. Yeah, it's been hell of a ride today. For a lot of builds, for a lot of issues, but we managed to accomplish everything that we have planned. So if you have any questions, let me know now, or else we can continue our discussion on Discord. Once again, thank you RevenueCat for sponsoring this video. Yeah, we made it possible, and I really appreciate the brands that I use day to day, for example, at my startup, or to build to build applications every day. I really appreciate when they approach me and they say that they love the builds that I'm doing on YouTube, and they just want to sponsor it. So I think that this is a really win-win situation for everyone, because I've been using RevenueCat even before they approached me. I'm using it at my startup to implement subscription, and I think that's a great way to make sure that these videos are coming. Can we use RevenueCat without ejecting from Expo? The problem is not with RevenueCat, the problem is with in-app purchases. So in-app purchases are not available in Expo managed workflow. So you would need to eject. All right, guys, it's been a long stream, so I haven't taken any breaks, and I think I need one. And yeah, thank you very much for staying with me till the end. Thank you very much for watching the video afterwards, if you're doing that. If you haven't subscribed to the channel, and my analytics says that almost 90% of you watching are not subscribed to the channel, then please take a minute, subscribe to the channel, because more videos of this type will come in future. And that will help get this channel from the ground. So the next week I'm waiting you at the same time as usual at 3 p.m. GMT on Friday. We are gonna start a new project, and that's gonna be something new, something that a lot of you have asked. That's gonna be the Node.js, Express, MongoDB, GraphQL for the backend, and on frontend we're gonna use, of course, React Native. So stay tuned. Take care, guys. Stay hydrated and write clean code. I'm out. Bye bye.